Today on Ladies in the Lobby, we're comparing our playstyles. We're talking stealth versus guns blazing, single versus multiplayer, and pants versus, no pants? The episode will explain everything, trust me, just watch.
I definitely prefer to play single-player games. Multiplayer, you need a really good internet connection and friends, and I tend to not really have either ever.
I am a lone wolf. You probably don't want me on your team anyway. You may love to play against me, because I'll just get murdered.
I feel like anytime I'm playing multiplayer, someone is always better at the game than I am and is just rushing through, and I'm like, wait for me, because I'm not as good as you.
I get really worked up because I am the sorest of sore losers. And so when I play an online multiplayer, I end up getting just really stressed out and frustrated, so single player is definitely where it's at. If I can find a good co-op game, something like Portal 2, I would love to play with somebody next to me, beside me, and feel like we're in the game together.
I do have quite the soft spot for Call of Duty. I play a lot of it, and there's a lot of me yelling, a lot of obscenities to a lot of different people, strangers and friends. That's how you know that we're friends, if I'm yelling obscenities at you.
I definitely prefer co-op gaming. I'm not a very competitive person, and sometimes I need help climbing ladders in video games. Sometimes someone's got to push the ladder down for me. Oh dude, I am not about the competitive. I am good on a team, sometimes team kill, sorry.
I have stopped playing certain games co-op because I'm like, if you're gonna steal all the damn loot, I'm just going to stab you because you're right next to me and I can just take you out.
I'm a loner, Dottie, a rebel.
I'm not a patient person. I'm a tank. I like to just go full force. Usually that's bad. I've never been much of a stealth player. I mean, there's a couple games that I'll get into it for, Dishonor being one of them. It's just so much fun to like run in and just like shoot everything in sight.
If stealthing it is an option, I'm probably gonna go guns blazing, and if I have to stealth it, it's still probably gonna look like guns blazing.
Oh my god, guns blazing. I play in a guns blazing, large tank, angry, and I will get shot and die, and then yell at everyone to make sure to give me health or respawn me. Hey guys, I need to be healed. All right, cool. And then I'll do the same exact thing and go running right back in and try to punch everything in the face.
Anytime I play a stealth game and end up dying and have to go back and re-stealth my way through the same shit that I already did, I get so angry.
I never play a tank, ever, but I play like a tank, and you'd think I'd adapt after like 27 years of playing, but no, I haven't. I'm a mage who goes in really quickly and dies, which sucks for a mage, because I'm also sometimes the healer. I don't get asked to do group raids much.
Just stop finding me. I just want to go in and kill things and get on to the next level.
I don't know if many people know this, but when a mage does die, their funeral is very similar to a Viking funeral. They have their corpse kind of laid out on a log raft that they have summoned, send it out into the water, and then they like DPS fire on it. It's beautiful. That's a really tough question. Would I rather be good or evil?
Oh my god, I'm already evil.
We have to be good in real life because, you know, of like repercussions and the law and like not disappointing my parents.
Since people already know me as the good, kind, loving person that I am, it is fun to escape into these fantasy worlds and be something entirely different from what I am. I also like to wear mustaches, and villains generally are pretty generous about that. They usually have amazing mustaches, and I'm all about the stash.
When I play like RPGs, I don't have a choice. I have to be good. And even if like I'm thinking to myself, you know what, I'm gonna try to get the renegade points this time, like I can't. I have no choice, and I have to be nice, and I'm like, oh, what if they have like a wife and kids, and I'm like, you know, not thinking about that. And I have no choice, and I'm too good. I'm too good.
I am already evil, so maybe it'd be nice to be good sometimes, I guess. Try it out, and then go immediately back to evil, and then counterbalance it with a little bit of good. Maybe be moderate. Moderately evil good.
I almost exclusively choose the, good path, or the paragon path, as it were, for my Mass Effect friends.
In a game, it's like anything goes and you really can be evil. And I think that's what's so great about video games, is that you can explore that evil side of you that you couldn't do in real life.
If I have a choice, if I'm playing something like Infamous Second Son, I always go towards the good side. There's something in me that's like, no, Mari, you want to be a good person. But I like the idea of evil. It's always how I see myself, which is a very large, muscular man. It's always the hugest guy possible with the scrawniest legs. That's my alter ego person.
When it came time for Destiny and there's no freckles, and I was really agitated, I started writing my friends at Bungie, I hate everybody. How come there's no freckles? Like, I need to have freckles. Please include freckles in all of your creative characters.
I've always been a very small person. I'm very short, I'm petite. When I was little, people would pick me up. I hate that. So in my mind, I'm like, oh man, I'm just this tanky, ginormous character. You can't pick me up or I'm gonna beat you in the face.
I used to create characters that would be like the ideal of what I wanted to look like. Man, I really want red hair. I really want to like wear a cape all the time. I still don't wear a cape all the time.
I'm really into elf ears, like in a weird way.
I like capes.
If I can give them different color hair, like pinks or purples.
If you give me eyeshadow options, oh my god, I'm gonna be in there for days.
Shave your head. That's not really my style. I like to look cool and cute in video games, just like in real life. Hopefully you guys agree.
My Inquisition character had a lot of purple. I was trying to bring out the elf, because I feel like sometimes that's a problem with elves.
I did get one cape when I worked at Activision, and I proceeded to run around the office going whoosh, and people were like, I was like, yeah, I got a cape, woo!
What was the question? My perfect gaming condition is a weekend where I can binge. I am a binger.
Being on the couch, taking my pants off, having a glass of wine, and just vegging out and like completely like decompressing from the day. The pants off part, that's important. Don't forget that.
I want to put my socks and my sweatpants in the dryer first, and then I put them on. And then I get food, and I put the food on the bed next to me. I want to play in bed, I don't want to play on the couch. I don't want to like have to hold myself up.
So there's something bundling me, but I still have the ability to have the controller free so that I can play. My dog is there and there's food. There's always food.
Coming home and playing a game on my big screen projector that I project onto my wall, and just like chilling on my couch, maybe have my little kitty next to me.
Couch, food, between the hours of 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. And no work to do. Phone off, alone and lonely.
Like, I want it to be Sunday at around 5 p.m. and I'm like, hey, have I brushed my teeth since Friday? And the answer is going to be no, I haven't. But I've like cleared this entire map of quests. And that to me is far better for your gums.
So here's the problem with shooting the hostage. Most games will not let you shoot the hostage. They'll make you replay it so you have to save the hostage. So I feel like that's a loaded question.
No, I don't shoot the hostage. I feel like shooting the hostage is mean. Like, they got kidnapped. They're going through a lot of emotional trauma. Like, do you know how expensive therapy is? I do.
That's why they try to slow those scenes down typically, because there's a lot of commotion happening, and you would really hope that the hostage is like, I better get out of the way of these bullets. But most of the time they're just like,
I'm probably gonna shoot the hostage, but it was an accident.
In games, there are repercussions for shooting the hostage. Like, if you're playing a rail shooter, they'll take life off of your life if you shoot a hostage.
look, you've already been scared. You're fighting for your life. It's time that you moved out of the way of the bullets, and not in front of my bullets.
Some games force you to shoot the hostage, and I don't like that. I don't like being forced to kill someone unless I'm intentionally trying to kill them. But if I have to kill them to move forward, well then, yeah, well, the hostage is gonna get shot.
Knowing how I shoot, probably it's not my intention.
Don't move in front of the bullets, move away from the bullets. That's a pro tip.
My go-to instrument's always the bass, and I always play it like this. Because A, you're supposed to, and B, I want people to be like, hey, what are you doing? I'll be like, oh yeah, I took bass in high school. And I just want them to know that at one time when I was like 14, I was much cooler than I am now.
Lead singer. I see myself as a lead singer. Like a giant dude lead singer man.
Probably have to end up being bass. Probably end up being bass.
You're all about that bass?
Oh my God. No, I am not all about that bass. I'm all about Rock Band bass. or Guitar Hero. I did work on Guitar Hero.
You really can't slap with the bass when you play Guitar Hero or Rock Band? You kind of just seem like an asshole? It kind of makes more plastic noise than music noise?
On a scale of like 1 to coolness, I think that I'm only qualified to play one instrument, and that instrument is the keytar, which isn't saying that keytars aren't cool. If the keytar is your thing, like, I'm totally down with it.
Vocals. I used to sing in high school, in college, solo and ensemble, choir, regional, 1998, thank you.
These are an old woman's hands. They can't play a guitar. Are you kidding me?
And then it's like a Geddy Lee complex where I'm just like, I'm not very good at it though.
Listen, you may not know this about me, but I am pro at Rock Band. I was even on a Rock Band reality show, so if you ever need a lead guitar, I'm your girl. If it was good enough for Alice Cooper and Rock Band to the Stars on stage at the Viper Room, it's good enough for you.
The blue shell was bestowed to you by the computer gods, and you use it the second you get it.
Mario Kart is like the Hunger Games. You have no friends, you have no allies, it is all about you.
I always use the blue shell. Yes, of course, always.
It doesn't matter who's in first place. This is a game and you play to win. And if you're gonna lose, then you play to make the winners' lives a little more tough.
Even if I'm in last place and I get a blue shell, you're goddamn right I'm gonna use that blue shell because I'm evil.
First off, let's get something straight. I would never be in last place in Mario Kart, okay? I am the best at Mario Kart. But if for some reason I find myself in the unfortunate position to be in last place and I have a blue shell, of course I'm gonna fucking use it.
Do I drop the blue shell? Yes. Everybody is going down with me in that aspect. Yes, absolutely I drop the blue shell. Why wouldn't you?
If I was in last place and I had no chance of winning, then yes, absolutely I would drop the blue shell. I would nuke them, nuke everyone.
Fuck Luigi, fuck Bowser, fuck anyone but me in Mario Kart.
If you think that just because you can't catch up that you're not going to use it, then you are deceiving yourself. There's always a chance. You never know what happens in Mario Kart.
青空を見ている私、ひまわりのよう